it is powerful, the contextual ads. It helps out dramatically. And yeah, and if somebody is already showing up on Google organically, by implementing something like this, it's only going to push their current organic rankings even higher. So it all goes hand in hand. So everything you said is correct.
And help them stay there without worrying about getting bumped off that organic growth too, right?
Exactly. Yep. They either.
I hope they don't. I mean, I hope they still make that available, because otherwise people will be shut. I mean, we may not even get a chance to demonstrate our product to people who say, "Oh, I'm already organic. You know, what are you going to do for me?" So
Yeah,
I think it could be a valuable tool to keep that there.
That's true, but let me give you a quick rebuttal to what you just said, because this is important for people when you get into
what I want to hear, then. Okay.
And we can role play right now. You can be the customer, and you can say to me the things you just said. Well, we're already showing up organically. So
why do I want to talk to you? What are you going to do for me?
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this: how many keywords are you showing up organically for?
How can we tell that? Because they probably don't know.
Yeah, they don't know. That's why you just backed them to a corner, and it works beautifully every single time.
I've tried to check into that to say, well, you maybe do for this category and this category, but how wide is your search? How many categories will you show up under as people search? So
yeah.
So we'll just assume that they don't know.
Well,
we can't check
I wouldn't use the term categories. How many categories you show up for? It'd be search terms. And the reason why this is important for everybody to understand this. See, with the Search Boost package, you get 10 targeted terms for Google and 10 targeted terms for Yahoo, in addition to what you get with the package itself. So you're looking at 20 targeted terms. And I get this all the time. And people, it's another way of saying no. And that's why a lot of these meetings that I do become effective is because I've been selling online marketing for 10 years. So I've heard every single rebuttal out there. And when somebody says to you, well, I'm already showing up organically, we're already there, so how are you going to help me? Well, let me ask you this. What page are you coming up on? Well, we're coming up on the first page. Great. How many search terms are you coming up for on that first page? 99.9%, you just stump them. They're going to be like, oh, I'm not sure. I can find out, or, we're all set. It's just another way to get off the phone. Well, let me explain why this is important, what I'm bringing up. See, we're going to put 10, you're going to get 10 targeted terms on Google, 10 on Yahoo. If you're coming up for one term, that's great. Don't get me wrong. It's good to be able to come up for one or two terms. But do you know that by doing this package, not only are we going to help you, so although you already have organic rankings, do you know by adding this, it's only going to help you keep your position or help you move up in position? That's part of what our package does. But here's the important factor. You have 20 terms that can be found on these search engines, 10 and 10, as I've gone over. If you're only being found one time, we've just increased your chances of being found by 19 more times. See, everybody searches in a different way. It's a habit. We get on, we search for this. Some people put the city in, some people don't put the city. It's just the way that we do it. So although you're on Google, that's great. A lot of my customers, and I'm just role-playing, this is the stuff I say to the customers in the field. A lot of my customers I deal with, we're involved with online marketing. They might not have been seeing the success, or they've already been in position. But once they realize that they want to kind of dominate your space, you want to bring in people from all different directions, not that just the exact terms you have. So by adding, again, by getting this search package, we're only helping what you already have. We can't hurt it. It doesn't hurt what you already have. It only helps to continue to build the credibility in your page rank, in your rankings. Now we're going to help extend, have more people find you. So that's the power of what I'm talking about. And see, the key thing to my answers that I'm giving everybody here, as well as Kathy, is you're going to get a million no's. Like anything, you got to have the answer for it. And the answer for this is you can never have enough exposure. So remember that. So let's not get that out of people's minds. You can never have enough exposure. If you're on Yahoo, if you're here, if you're on Yellow Pages, you can never have enough. So you're just saying, here, let me extend your reach. Let me open up some more avenues of finding customers. So this is an important thing that a lot of people overlook. So it's a great way to be able to help them even more so. And it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hinder. You're going to hear, I already have an SEO guy. We already do that. Great. Everything he does, our work, our services only supports the efforts. It doesn't diminish it. It only supports what that person's doing. And it gives you the instant gratification of being found on the top and the side in the sponsored section. So, you know, that's those are very important pieces of the puzzle. And just kind of spin it even more so. And this happened not too long ago. We're talking with a customer, said, you know, we're already using Yahoo, and I was with a new local ad link rep who was asked me to come on this call with them. They had a big call and wanted me to hop on. They're already with they're already with Yellow Pages. Well, the first thing the local ad link rep said was, well, man, don't waste your money on the Yellow Pages. You could be doing this at a fraction of a price. And immediately I felt the customer kind of irked. I never do anything like that.
No, you never win.
Yeah, because we don't know. This guy could have been sold this ad from his brother who works for Yellow Pages. He could be just thrilled, completely. And even more so, by saying something like that, in case you guys don't realize it, it could actually ruin the sale for you. See, you can't go into somebody's business and tell them how to run their business. You can't tell them, well, this is wrong or you're going to save money. That's not what marketing's about. So what I did is, that's one way to look at it, but my opinion is this. I'm not telling you to stop doing the Yellow Pages. I'm showing you another way to be able to extend your reach. See, one of the things that we've noticed, remember I say these in my meetings, so I hope you guys are using this, we see a huge trend of people going from offline to online. And people have habits, again, just like how they search, where they go and search at. I'm a Google guy. Some people love Yahoo. Some people do Ask.com. It's kind of a preference. So by telling them, listen, I'm going to help extend your reach. So for the people who are still on offline and using Yellow Pages and stuff like that, I'm not telling you to go away from that. I'm saying let me show you another part of another niche that you can help extend you for people who are not going to Yellow Pages, who are going on Google and Yahoo and other places. Let me show you how to get them in addition to it. And maybe down the road you can make a decision that this is something that you would continue to do. This might overlook what you're doing with Yellow Pages, or this might not even work. You might find out that this is not the proper route for you. I'm not telling you to stop doing what you're doing. I'm saying I'm going to open up another opportunity for you to make, and you can be able to weigh out what you want to do later. I just think this is a very viable way for you to be able to get found out there. And when you explain stuff like that, you're not starting a confrontation. You're not telling them how they're wrong and they're doing the wrong things. I'm just showing you how to tip into another avenue of people who you weren't getting before. Those are the people who are not going to Yellow Pages, who are searching online. So it goes hand in hand. And with marketing, there's a million pieces of the puzzle. This is just one more piece. And then they're like, yeah, that's true. And there's no contracts. You can go month to month. So I think it's a win-win, and you really have nothing. And then at that time, a lot of times I'm starting to, as I would say, start reeling them in. But just like when they tell you, I'm already on Google and I can't help them organically, I'm already with Yellow Pages, there's a lot of ways to maneuver around that. And you're going to find a lot of my answers are non-BS answers. I don't give them hype or oversell anything. Everything's factual. And when you can consultatively sell, that's my technique. Answer questions with questions, ask questions, consultatively sell somebody. You're kind of leading them. You're holding their hand or leading them to the water. And when you answer with an answer like, listen, I'm not saying going away from the Yellow Pages. I'm saying this is another way to extend your reach into another niche of people, then it kind of hits home. And they're like, okay, they're more open. They don't want to hear how this guy or woman who just walked in their office, don't even know them, don't even know anything about them, telling them that they're doing marketing wrong. People don't want to hear that, especially right now. People are frustrated and tempers are short and patience are short out there. So, you want to consultatively sell. You want to help people. You want to hold their hand and guide them. You want to explain not why you are better, but why this is a great option to help you extend your reach, and they can make that answer later. So I know I kind of got off there onto a bunch of little pieces, but it all kind of ties together.
And those are good points, and I think it's important to always, we are, I mean, what we're doing, and the best way to be effective in this kind of business is to establish a relationship, and you don't do that by telling someone they've made a mistake. You always want to be validating their decisions, and oftentimes I found that people that are